Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be interesting. I am jumping on a challenge bandwagon, but this is going to be doing the Frozen makeup challenge. And when I first saw this, my first instinct was, okay, Frozen the movie, right? And no. So the whole point of this is that you will freeze your makeup. So I have this bowl of makeup here, plus a couple of other things that were in the freezer overnight for a good while. And we are going to do our makeup with these Frozen products and see how they work. So I'm kind of intrigued and excited about this video, so we are just going to hop right in. We are going to start with how I usually would start, but I am super intrigued about these, so let's dive into one of these products. So this is a liquid eyeshadow. Let's see how this looks when we open it. So the tip is broken. I literally cannot use this. I guess because it's frozen and I had to twist it to take it off, they literally untwisted the tip off of it. So okay, I can't use this now, but so I'm gonna start off with my eyebrows like I normally would. Now I put the AOA Studio Wonder Brow Tinted Pomade in there. This is what it looks like. It doesn't look any different, to be honest with you. So let's do our eyebrows and see how this performs. It isn't as cold on my eyebrows as I expected it to be honest with you, which is kind of disappointing, but it does work the exact same. I feel like there's no difference with this whatsoever. It is just not as creamy as like a regular pomade is, but I'm sure when it thaws out, it will be fine to use. All right, so obviously we need to prime, and I'm not too sure how this is going to work out, but I put the Pores No More Luminizer Primer by Dr. Brandt in the freezer. It is wet because it is currently like melting pretty much. Hopefully we get some out of here. Okay. Ooh. All right, so it came back in the tube. There, it's still like frozen in there. It's now looks like this, but we're just gonna put this on the face. Oh. Okay, obviously it's really cold. It honestly feels kind of good. Interesting. I kind of like that. Now, I like this primer. I don't think it made it feel any different other than it being cold. The formula doesn't seem like off or anything like that, so I think that worked out pretty well, and I did actually like the cooling effect to it, so I don't know. Okay, next obviously is foundation. I put this AOA Studio Perfect BB Cream in there. I, again, do not know how this is going to work, but we are just going to try to squeeze some out right here into my hand. It is like not smoking, but it's like steaming or whatever. It's hard to get out of there. Here, I don't want to squeeze too much out, but it's like hard to get out. The product is not hard. It's thicker than it usually is because this is actually a pretty thin BB cream. That's a little bit thicker than it usually is, but it's still thin, like it still blends out. So ooh, that is cold. This might be weird, but I actually don't really like that this is thin. So putting it in the freezer, I actually like the formula that it is like frozen more than it is regularly, but I just think that's pretty interesting. Okay, next obviously is concealer. I have this Wet n Wild concealer here. I really hope the same thing that happened to the eyeshadow does not happen to this, because I'm going to be very upset. Okay, so I guess it's had time to like thaw out a little bit. I just took it out of the freezer, but that is not bad. So I'm just putting this under my eyes. It seems to be working fine. It doesn't seem to be too frozen, to be honest. Like, it's coming out of the tube pretty well. Like, it's liquid in there, so that's not bad. The foundations and concealers were the ones that I was more concerned about, so I'm glad that they are okay. Next, we are going to cream contour. I put this AOA Studio Sculpt Effects Contour Stick in the freezer. I don't really cream contour, but I just wanted to see this like after it was frozen. Oh, but it works. It's still creamy. I thought it was going to be like stuck. Alright, now we're going to set the face. I put the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder in the freezer. Obviously, not much is going to happen to this. It's just a powder, so I'm just going to set my face with this. So I already set my face, but then I realized I forgot I put a liquid highlight in the freezer. This is the Chartiest Pro Glow highlighter. Now it still feels solid. Like, this is very difficult for me to push. Like, I pushed that really hard and it didn't even go down. So it's still frozen, which makes me nervous. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to get anything out of this. I don't know why this is frozen and the like foundation stuff wasn't, but let me try to squeeze some of this out. So that didn't work out very well. So we're just going to put that aside. We're going to jump in with the eyeshadows, I think. So I put the Pure Festival palette in the freezer, and this is what the palette looks like. So I didn't really think much was going to happen to this palette, obviously, because it is just like powders, but we needed to do it for the video, so we did it. Now I am just going in with Epic. It is just a light transition shade. I don't plan on doing anything too crazy with the eyes. I really wanted to use that liquid shadow, so I'm kind of sad, but it's okay. Now I'm going in with Hidden Desert. This is a darker brown shade. Now I'm jumping in with Gypsy, which is the purple shade. It is a shimmer, but I just really want to put that on my outer corner and just do like a somewhat of a purple look today. So I'm just going to place this all in my crease. Alright, so that is on. I do have a bit of fallout, so just ignore that. I will clean it up. But I'm going to go in with this. This is the AOA Studio Velour eyeshadow. This is in the shade Prayer. It's basically just white. I thought this was going to freeze, or I wanted to really just see if it was going to freeze because this is like this putty type of formula, but it didn't really freeze. It's still the same. Alright, so the eye look is done, except I'm going to go in with a liner now. I put the Pretty Vulgar gel liner in there because I wanted to see if this would freeze at all. So let's find a liner brush. So it's a little chunky. It's not the smoothest, but let's see how it applied. It applied pretty well, to be honest with you. It wasn't bad at all. It was a little chunky on the brush, but it smoothed out on the eyelid pretty well. Now I'm going to be going in with mascara. This is the Maybelline Snapscara mascara, and okay, it sounds watery still. Let's see how the formula is. So I think the mascara is the only thing that I had issues with. It was pretty clumpy, to be honest with you, and it doesn't look that great on the lashes, but that is kind of what I expected, to be honest with you. This is the only thing that really, it kind of messed with the formula, so I would not recommend putting a mascara in the freezer. We are just going to jump back into the face. This is the Fiona Styles bronzer. As you see, it is wet because it's like melting, but this is just a regular bronzer. I didn't think much was going to happen to this. It's just a powder bronzer, but we are just going to put it on. Next is highlight. I got this Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter. Actually, let's check the liquid highlight again and see if it's thawed out enough. Yes! Okay, so it is working now. So let's put a little bit of this on. Hold on. Alright, so that is on. It didn't really mess with the formula much. I think that formula is extremely beaming anyways, but I'm going to put this highlight on top. Ooh, that looks so good. Alright. Next is lips. So I put a lip liner in there. I didn't think much was going to happen with this. This is just a burgundy lip liner. It does have like water damage on the tag, but that's okay. I didn't really think about how this was going to match when I did it, to be honest with you, but let's go in with the lipstick. Okay, so the lipstick is on. Now, this is basically the completed makeup look. Now, I'm actually kind of impressed. I really thought I was going to have a lot of trouble with the foundation, the concealer, the primer, stuff like that. The only thing that didn't really work out was the mascara, and the only thing that took the longest to like unfreeze and be able to use was the Tarteist Pro Glow. But overall, I think the look turned out really well. I actually really like it, to be honest with you. I'm surprised I did it with frozen makeup, but yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. If you want to see any other weird challenges, please let me know down below which ones you want me to do. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you all subscribe before you leave, and I will just catch you guys in my next video. Bye!
This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire.